What's up, guys? It's me, Ahmed. I am back doing what I used to do about 2 or 3 years ago. I used to do stand-up reaction videos and basically show you guys how I study doing stand-up comedy. Like, this is how I do it. I just watch a special from somebody who's I think is great, and then I just go from there and try to figure out how I can be that good. It's that simple. It's very difficult, obviously, but we are trying to figure it out. I've been doing comedy now for almost 4 years, and I used to do videos like this all the time, but I really wanted to focus on stand-up and just trying to get better at it. So I would make videos, but more about like day in life. But I want to go back to doing this because I think this is how I study. I might as well show you guys how I study you, and we could just like going over stand-up specials and studying and laughing is hilarious. So I was trying to debate on who I wanted to basically do a video about. And in my opinion, there hasn't been a comic that blew up like this on a level like this, I would say, in the last 10, like since Kevin Hart. I swear to God, I don't think there's been a comic other, and then, I mean, Matt Rife, Nate Bargatze, I guess, but like, I don't know. I think Shane Gillis is just not only is an incredible stand-up comedian, he blew up so big and so massively. That's just massive. I think that's why his special. It's the one at the Creek in the Cave, which is an amazing place in Austin, Texas. And I feel like, in my opinion, that he was. I think he did that special in the perfect place in a small comedy club. And not only is he able to have all these followers and stuff like that, he can deliver, because there's comics who can have people buy tickets and stuff like that, but they might not deliver. This guy, not only he has people buying tickets, but he always delivers. He's unbelievable. And that's why he has 50 million views on his special, because he's just that good. So the Creek in the Cave is really cool too. It's like, I have a problem with comics who do. I mean, I'm nobody. I'm nothing, dude. I could barely get people to laugh sometimes. But like, I feel like when comics do specials in arenas or like theaters, it just doesn't hit as hard as somebody doing it in like a smaller venue. I've seen people like I've seen like maybe Dave Chappelle or Ali Sadiq, but even Dave Chappelle's special, like one of his my favorite specials is his special he does at the Comedy Store. And I think it's just one of the best ones, so in my opinion. And I think in that setting, it's so good because he's sitting down, he's relaxing, and it's a small stage. Same thing with this. It's not a big stage at the Creek in the Cave. And the Creek in the Cave is cool too because it's one of my favorite clubs out there, probably more than the Mothership, to be honest with you, because anyone's accepted. Anyone can go in there. There's no like random rules. Once you walk in, there's some guy checking you in, and then from there, there's the bar to the left, the stage is on the bar on the right, and then the stage is on your left-hand side, if I remember correctly. And then you go through, there's bathrooms, and then through there, there's like an outdoor courtyard area, and that's where all the comics hang out, man. So it was like some of the best hangs I've had in stand-up comedy, as at the Creek in the Cave in Austin. So say what you want about the Austin comedy scene. They got some really cool like clubs, great comics coming through. So I don't know. I'm not a hater like that. So I just do my own thing. But anyway, let's jump into the special and see how we like it.
I was a little too excited. I panicked and got this haircut. What an insane fuck up. My hair was fine. It was totally fine. And then 2 days ago, I was like, I gotta salvage this. It's crazy that I thought my hair was. I was like, if I fix my hair, I'll look good. Like, that was the final piece of the puzzle for me. There's a Dominican barbershop by my house in New York. I think I'm the first white guy that's ever been in there. I was basically Christopher Columbus of this barbershop.
So he's starting off. I was gonna start this from the beginning, but there's music in the beginning, and I just don't want to get like some weird copyright issue or whatever. So I was just like, let me just fast forward a little bit and go to this special. He opens up about his haircut, which is what they call living in the moment. So he knows his haircut's bothering him. It's bothering him right now that he's on the stage doing a special. So he's talking about it, which is really good because it's almost like an icebreaker. and then it will it's off. It seems like it's off the top, which it probably is, because you just got the haircut, right? So now it seems more natural. So when you go into your real jokes, it makes you feel like everything was just thought of then, even though he's been practicing these jokes for 10 to 12 years, right? And it's like you'll see right now how he flows into his new joke and what he does next. Watch this.
And they fucked me up, dude. If you're white, don't get a Dominican haircut. You end up just looking more racist. It was nice, though. He kept trying to reassure me the whole time. He was like, no, man, your head's good. That's all he kept saying, your head's good. I was like, oh, thank you. Whatever. Fuck this haircut. How are you guys?
So usually a comic will come on stage. First thing he says, hey, how you guys doing? What he did, he came on stage and he was just talking about his haircut. And like what's going on, how he feels about it. Now you're knowing that it's like he's insecure, it's coming to him, but it's attacking him, but he's making it funny. So it's really just amazing how he did that. And then he goes, hey, how you guys doing? And now he's going to flow right into his jokes. It's masterclass stuff. Like you have to, like Shane Gillis, if you don't know, he's a Philly comic. He's out of Philly, but he moved to New York later on. So he started performing around New York, and then next thing you know, he's at the Comedy Cellar. So, and the Comedy Cellar is, I mean, there's a Comedy Store where I would say is one of the most famous comedy clubs, but the Comedy Cellar, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is like actual comics. The Comedy Store is more like actors, Instagram followers. Hold on. It's getting late. We're getting tired. Got to get some coffee, mate. So a lot of Instagram, like not followers, but like Instagram influencers, TikTok influencers, the influencer comics, things like that, right? When you go to the Cellar, you have a lot of comics who are just comics that have been doing it for like 30 years, and they just understand everything about everything. It's I would definitely, if you get a chance, just get yourself out there to the Comedy Cellar in New York City. It's absolutely incredible. But like, Shane, a little bit about Shane. He's a edgier kind of comic with the racial stuff, but he does it so beautifully. There's a balance that he does, like left-wing comedy stuff, right-wing comedy stuff. Then he finds the balance, racial tension stuff. I mean, he just knows how to do it. And that takes, generally speaking, a ton of failure to figure that out. And then once you kind of get it down, then you're pretty much good to go. But watch this.
Look, it's good. It's good. I'm happy. It's nice. Everybody's back inside, all that shit. I don't know. I liked COVID. I had a nice time. I live in New York, so I left. I went back to my parents' house because I have white privilege. Some people didn't get to leave the city. I did because of my privilege, and I used it. You gotta use it. You know what I mean? Doesn't it feel more disrespectful to waste it? You know, what? Then we're all just being racist for nothing? But no, it's good. I went home.
So he did like a white privilege joke, and I mean, yeah, there's a lot of white people there, but that's still a funny joke. You know what I mean? And the way that he did it was really smooth. You can kind of see his insecurities a little bit on stage, but like his relatability, right, coming up here, and just the way that he connects with the audience. Like, watch his eyes.
My parents, I haven't lived with them in over 10 years. They got old. They're old as fuck. They have milk, though. I'm back on milk. I've been fucking crushing milk lately. I got fucking milk fat this year. It's a weird time in life to have a milk renaissance. It's 33. But it was nice. I think my favorite part of the year was I got to watch my dad watch the news. It was a rough year.
See right there, he's actually looking at the people in the audience and he's connecting with them. That's why, in my opinion, I ain't nobody, I'm trash, right? Whatever you want to say. But in my opinion, I think the specials are the best when they're in a comedy club because it's so intimate. And I feel like I'm there when I'm watching an arena. Like, I just watched Dave Chappelle's special, the one that was like a circle arena. It felt so disconnected. It was still good, but it felt so disconnected to me. I don't know. I just couldn't connect with it like I usually do. It was good though, but like it just like I don't know, man. I love the intimacy. I love that like small. Maybe because I'm a passionate guy. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I love the love. I don't know, but I love affection. Maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. All I'm saying is, it feels better. These specials feel better in a smaller stage. It looks better. Like I swear to God, this isn't a not the greatest of comedy clubs. For me, it's an incredible. It's my favorite comedy club in the world. Honestly, I love this place, but as like an established, it's kind of a little run down here and there a little bit. I would not run down. It's just like it's all right, but like it's not a freaking arena. You know, it's great. This place is fantastic, but it's not like an arena or super super high end nice club. It's just like a regular old club doing his thing, and that's what makes this special so relatable, beautiful, and people love it.
For my dad and the news. He's a Fox News guy. Yeah.
So now he's going to this bit about his dad being a Fox News guy. It's really good.
It's fine. Also, I see you guys. Most of you have Fox News dads.
And what's beautiful here is that he talks about his dad being Fox News guy, and then he says to the crowd, I see you guys, which because he's in a smaller comedy club, I see you guys, and most of you look like you have Fox News dads. Boom! Now we're relating. Now the actual audience is like really connected to him. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool.
How dare you deny your fathers? That's a good dad. I don't watch Fox, but that's a good Fox News mom? That's bad. You don't want a Fox News mom. That's a bad mom. She smokes in the house. But a Fox News dad, that's a good fucking dad. Can you imagine if you had a fucking...
See how he's playing? This is very Patrice O'Neal-like, where you're playing with both the left wing, right wing stuff. So he did like, my dad's a Fox News guy, which means he's a good dad. But if you have a Fox News mom, terrible mom. So if you have like a more liberal mother, you're probably better off, is basically what he's saying without saying it, kind of a little bit. But like he's playing the both sides. Like Fox News dads are good, but like Fox News moms are terrible. And then he's playing that. This is like Shane Gillis's bread and butter, I would say, is that him playing both sides of the political sphere and racial tension stuff. He's really good at it.
MSNBC dad?
One of the best.
There's some guy every night at dinner like, we need to start focusing on renewable energy. It's like, ew, dude, I didn't know dad was gay. Talking to me about solar panels like a fucking lady. Me and my dad are straight as hell, dude. We fucking hate the environment. That's how straight we are. All we talk about is eating pussy and fracking. We hate nature. We go fishing, we don't even eat fish, dude. We just catch them and fucking...
So it's just like he's playing with environmental stuff, like gay stuff. I mean, the guy is just good, man. He's so good.
He likes Fox. He watches Fox. He watches it every night. Like every Fox News dad, my dad watches Fox every night until he can't. That's how long they watch. They watch every night until they get so angry they have to go to bed. My dad will watch for like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, he'll just stand up and be like, fucking Mr. Potato Head's trans? I'm going to bed. This world's going to hell. He's all about it, dude. He loves it. Like every Fox News dad, my dad watches Fox with one goal. He's just trying to get one fact. That's all he's doing. He's sitting there, he's trying to retain one piece of information that he can then relay to whoever's unlucky enough to enter the living room while he's watching. And you'd think it'd be easy to get one fact, but every once in a while there's like a commercial for like a commemorative 9/11 gold coin. It just fucking wipes their hard drive. What was I watching? I gotta get one of those. I gotta get my hands on one of those patriotic coins. My dad drinks too, so he can never get a fact.
So like right now, I would say one of the biggest issues I have doing stand-up is like staying on one subject for like 10 minutes or even 5. one premise, right? What premise would be like an idea, like he's talking about his father and being like father, and then the jokes about it's like the premise, the big premise is like talking about his dad being relatable about his father, and then it breaks off into Fox News dad, and then the facts that he's trying to get a fact from the news so he can like show you, and then there's like another part, and he stays in that pocket of his father for like 8 to 10 minutes here. So let's get back into it. And he just like Mr. Potato Head is whatever. Like he just nails that joke, and it's just hilarious.
Ever. You'll come in the living room. He's hammered watching the news every night, which is the wildest way to take in world politics. Like just hammered in a recliner. Like whoa. It's like footage of rocket attacks in Israel. He's like, whoa. What the hell are they doing over there? What's these guys' problem? But he can never get a fact. Like he tries. He uses Fox News as like a PowerPoint for what he's trying to say. Like everyone, like we'll be eating dinner and like Hannity will be saying something. He's like, see, that's what I meant. Look at that. That's me talking. I can't say it that good. He can never get a fact. He'll walk in the living room. He's been watching the news for 3 hours. He'll be like, all right, what's going on in the world? He's like, you want to know? I'll tell you. Fucking Nancy Pelosi's a bitch. It's like, all right. Settle down, dude. It's like, that was the news that's the news every night for my dad. They're just like breaking. Did you know Nancy Pelosi's a bitch? I was like, yeah. I had a feeling.
It's so it's really funny how he basically shows you how his father is, and that he's a drunk dude. He gets drunk a lot, like, you know, and like his setups are really funny. That's how you know somebody's really good, is when their setups are funny and then their punchlines destroy. And the Nancy Pelosi's a bitch part is just hilarious. Like it's absolutely hilarious how he put that in there, and then he worked you up into it, like, you know, his dad's a Fox News guy, and then he's always trying to find a fact, and then like the fact always leads to, you know what, Nancy Pelosi's a bitch. Like, dude, it's just like because you think he's gonna be like, well, he got one fact, this is the fact, and you're like, what could it be? And then it's like out of nowhere, Nancy Pelosi is a bitch. It's just hilarious, man. It's just funny. Like it's just so good.
But like everything they say, he agrees with. He's all in. I realize like Fox News is basically black church for old white dudes. You know what I mean? Like literally everything they say, my dad just sits there like, mm-hmm. Yes, preach, Tucker. Every once in a while he gets hit with the Holy Spirit while he's watching it. The Holy Ghost visits him. He's just like, oh, Lord, build a wall. Can I get a wall?
Just nails it there. Like he goes from the Nancy Pelosi's a B-word situation to basically him talking about like hold on, I forgot.
Down, dude. So that was the news that's the news every night for my dad. They're just like breaking. Did you know Nancy Pelosi's a bitch? I was like, yeah. Just slam a resume down on my dad's boss's. Hit with the Holy Spirit while he's watching it.
Oh yeah, so basically he goes into the joke about how like how his dad, like old white people, dads use Fox News as like a church, basically, right? I should really get a notepad and write this stuff down. I usually do. That's actually how I do it. And he was like, oh, preach, Tucker, preach, like Tucker Carlson when he was on Fox News. So it's just like how he sets it up and goes into that route is amazing. And then now we're going into another joke here. That's so like he's did the facts. So he talked about his dad being a Fox News dad, his mom being not his mom, but like the other people's mothers being Fox News moms, how they're terrible. And then he went to like a Twitter thing about, finding out about Mr. Potato Head, and then trying to find a fact. It's always Nancy Pelosi's a B word. And now we're going into, I think it's the Great Wall bit, if I remember correctly. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so right now we're doing, oh, Lord, build the wall. Now he's going into this bit. So this is the thing. He's transitioned into different jokes here, and it seems so seamless because he's talking about the same subject and around that subject area. I promise you, if you go to a comedy club and you watch the first comic go up the host, he's probably going to be bouncing around a little bit from topic to topic, possibly, unless he's a savage, unless he's really good, or the opening act. Always watch the opening act because you can see the massive difference between the opener to the headliner. It's crazy. An opening act guy might talk about like 5 different premises within his 5 to 8 minute set, and he's just trying to hit those real quick but then move on. But what like really incredible comics do, not only are their setups funny, but their punchlines just nail it. Because usually, like, what happens is like your punchline. Some comics are really good at this. Like Dave Chappelle's one of the best at doing this, where he's sets you up, boom, nails you. And sometimes there's no laughter right there because he's setting you up so good. But sometimes there's the laughter in the setup. That's what Shane does really well. His setups are funny. His punchline just destroys, man. It just absolutely kills. So when he's basically staying in that realm of jokes about his father, like, this is what I'm trying to learn how to do, is just stay right there, stay in that pocket. If you are going to bounce around, make it seamless. But that's why his transitions from joke to joke to joke are so flawless and so smooth. Also, he's a 10 or 12 year comic, like this when he came out, like, this is what he's been doing for the last 10 years. Usually that's how it works for comedy. Like, when you're doing a special, it's the jokes that you've done for the last 10 or 12 years.
Can I get a wall? He needs a wall. My dad needs a wall. For a guy who lives in central Pennsylvania, securing the southern border is like oddly important to him. I don't know what he's worried about. Like, he's gonna lose his job? Like some guy from Honduras is gonna walk the whole way to Pennsylvania, just slam a resume down on my dad's boss's desk. So you're here for the sales position? Say Also, I was just at the border of Arizona and Mexico. There's a wall. I had no idea. I got down there, I saw the wall. I was like, holy shit, he built it? They were like, no, it's been here. It's been here for like a century. I was like, well, you gotta tell my dad. I'm fucking him up. He gets fired up every night. It's a crazy way to go to bed. Every night, just with his apnea mask on, fucking. Every night, just fucking caravan. Dude, you walk into the living room in my house right now, my dad, he'd hit you like, the southern border is a mess right now. It's crazy. But I make fun of him for it, and then I do the exact same thing, just with my phone. Every night, I just look at my phone until I can't. I'm like, fucking Mr. Potato Head? That's it, every day. I just get on, read opinions from people I know are dumb.
So he talked about the Great Wall, right? And then about how his dad's afraid of somebody taking his job, and he's in Pennsylvania, and the setup is hilarious. And then he hits you with the major punchline. You here for the sales position? See, claro. And like, you could tell that, like, if you watch his face, he knows it's going to kill. Because he's laughing without laughing out loud. Like, you can see his face is smiling. Like, his eyes are smiling. He hits you with that. And then he goes into the Mr. Potato Head is whatever, trans or whatever he says, and like he does, that's a callback. So he hits it, boom, with a callback, and now we're transitioning from that, because he was like, oh, I'm always on Twitter, and I'm like, ooh, Mr. Potato Head is whatever, and then from there he can transition into his Twitter bit. So like his transitions are like unbelievable and smooth how he does it. Like it's just so masterful. Like I can't, like my transitions are so wonky. And it's like in a 10-minute, a 5 to 10 minute bit, I'm doing 5 different premises basically within 5 minutes, or 8 different premises within 10 minutes. And like everything is all over the place. And like, yeah, because I have a little bit of shock value or whatever like that, they work. But like, if I could just figure out how to structurally put my set kind of like this, where I'm back and forth with like some stuff, like, cause my dad's pretty crazy too. I have a lot of dad stuff that I went through with him, and like, I'm just trying to like make my setups better. So when I do hit you with a shock at the end or a shock joke or whatever, it hits so much more harder because I already got you there and I painted the picture. That's what he's doing. He paints the picture so well. It's unbelievable. So let's see what he does with this Twitter joke.
Person, I know they're dumb. I've talked to them. And I'm still reading their Twitter, their political opinion.
It's very Patrice O'Neal-like, man. Like Patrice O'Neal, like I gotta say it, one of the best. Like Dave Chappelle, Patrice, I just love those guys. Patrice is the master of playing both sides, the master on every subject that he talks about, and it's incredible. And that's kind of what he loved Patrice. It was like one of the guys he looked up to.
My Twitter's crazy. It's half where I'm from, which is the middle of Pennsylvania, so it's white trash, and then half now I live in New York. So it's crazy. Like I still have uncles. They all just got Twitter. They're all fucking fired up. They're having fun, dude. They all have like 0 followers. They just tweet into the void. They love it, dude. They do it for the love of the game. They're like, Panera was good today. Just onto a server that'll outlast civilization. And then now all my new friends are literally communists from Brooklyn. So it's wild, dude. My social, like I'll get on Twitter and the first tweet I see will be someone from back home that's just like, fucking Colin Kaepernick better stand up. Like this tweet if you support the police. Share it if you're not gay. All right, I'm fucking share. I'll share that. And then the next post is just one of my new woke white friends that's just like, I'm not racist. That's it.
It's so he basically does a joke about the differences on his Twitter page, which we all did. This is very Patrice O'Neal like, and Colin Kaepernick better stand up, and he's like, probably what he's painting. He's like, I mean, I don't really care, but it's just funny to watch. And then he's like, Colin Kaepernick better stand up. You better share this if you're not gay. So he's like, dude, what is this guy talking about? But I gotta share it because I'm not gay. And then it's just, the setup is amazing, the punchline's incredible, and then watch this part. This part, in my opinion, I think this is my favorite joke. One of my favorite jokes, other than the stuff that he's not known for this joke. He's a little bit known for this joke, but just a little background on Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is a 10 or 12 year comic. He's from Pennsylvania, but he did comedy out there, Helium Club. But I think he really got good in the Comedy Cellar in New York, or in New York in general. But then he got into the Comedy Cellar. He's very Louis C.K. like, Patrice O'Neal, kind of got that Dave Chappelle thing going. And I think he actually went on tour with Louis C.K., if I remember correctly. And he's just so good at this. Like, watch this balance here. So Shane Gillis also, just another thing, he got kicked off of Saturday Night Live. He got the job, got kicked off because he said a racial slur about Chinese people. And on his podcast, he was a younger guy. Like, it is what it is. It happened. I'm not here to judge anybody or anything like that. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're online for that much, you're probably going to slip up eventually, and it will happen. I'm not saying that it's okay or whatever. I don't care about that stuff. I'm just trying to figure out jokes and how to get better and stand up. And just watch this joke, how good it is.
Every day for the last year, just a different white person popping up. Like, look at me. Look at this article I shared to my Instagram story. I'm not racist, right? It's like, all right. You sure? So I don't know if you know this. Like, being racist isn't like a yes or no thing. You know what I mean? It's not like you have it or you don't have it. Like, being racist is more, it's like being hungry. You know? It's like, yeah, you're not right now. You know? It's like, yeah, you're not hungry right now, but a cheeseburger could cut you off on the highway. And you get hungry. We're hungry all day. The cheeseburger's Jewish in that joke. No, I'm kidding. Cheeseburger is whatever type of cheeseburger you thought it was in your racist heart.
See how, okay, I gotta break this joke down. It's at the end of the day, it's a traffic joke with a racial aspect to it, right? But at the end, it's a traffic joke. He did a traffic joke, and for him, I've never heard of anyone doing a traffic joke like this. And for him to create this joke, like, basically it starts off by Twitter is, I got all these people telling me to share, talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation. You better share if you're not gay, whatever it is. And then he goes in this part. He's like, all my white, like, privileged kind of like, I've ran into this a lot as a Middle Eastern guy, like the privileged white kind of woke people. They're always like trying to like save somebody or whatever. And they're like, dude, I'm not racist. And it's like, are you sure? And then he compares racism. This is so Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal has a joke about how sexual harassment joke. It's like men working with women is like a bear working with salmon covered in honey. Shane Gillis says being racist isn't like something that you have or you don't. Like, it's kind of like being hungry. Like, you're not hungry now, but if a cheeseburger cuts you off, then you might be hungry. So he's basically, the cheeseburger is like a racial person, a person of a different race cutting you off. And because of that Chinese aspect that he had, where he got basically canceled because of it and lost his job at SNL. Obviously he got it back. Now his TV show. I mean, the guy is unbelievable, right? Like, he's just so talented. But when he's doing that joke and like everyone knows about that, because this is his audience, obviously. Well, I mean, I think it's his audience. Like, people knew about him, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he was touring that much beforehand, but when this special dropped, I mean, it was insane. But like, for him to basically turn a traffic joke and compare racism and then compare like that cheeseburger aspect of it was it's just amazing. And he's like, that cheeseburger was Jewish. And he's like, that cheeseburger is whatever you want it to be. Like, dude, it's, like, he's not, I wouldn't say he's known for that joke, but in my opinion, the way that he ends this first 10-minute set with that joke is incredible. And then he goes into a whole different thing that he's actually known for. So it's just, he blows me away every time I watch it. And I feel like I learn something new every single time I watch this special. And a lot of times I'm listening to the specials in my ear and I'm like doing something during the day or whatever like that. Or, but lately, because I'm like, okay, like, your stage presence and how you are, your body language on stage means a lot. And maybe your jokes aren't that great, but the way you deliver it and maybe your presence on stage and how you do it is amazing, and people gravitate towards that. But like him, I mean, he has all the layers. He can create characters. He can do edgy stuff. He can do personal stuff. He can do political stuff. He can make voices. Like, his jokes are laser tight and incredibly written. Like, he's the total package. Like, he's incredible, man. And this next part is what I think made Shane Gillis Shane Gillis. This next part we're going to get into is what made Shane Gillis Shane Gillis. So with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe the channel, follow it, Bit Riding, And we'll watch the part 2 of this special. So I'll probably break this down to 3 or 4 parts because it's a 48-minute special. But yeah, like we'll watch that next, and I'm gonna show you why and how he became Shane Gillis and why everyone loves him. All right. Thank you again. Like I said, Bit Writing channel. Share it with your friends. Share this video. Like and subscribe. I love you guys. I'm back. Let's go. Have a great night. Later, guys. Bye.